Hey guys, me Dave. It's me Dave, the targeted individual. It's 9/1, September 1st, 2022. So it's what is it, Thursday? So as far as targeting goes, it wasn't that bad today. Again, it was a decent day. We went for a ride to go look at a house in the country. Um, it was about a half hour away, about 25 miles away from here, and stuff. And so we did that today. And I really didn't go anywhere. I took Max out around here. It was so hot that I didn't really feel like driving anywhere with him. It was just too hot in the car, and I don't have air conditioning. I mean, I have air, but it needs to be recharged, so my air isn't working, and stuff like that. So tomorrow's payday, and I gotta pay bills. So I gotta run around a little bit tomorrow. It's supposed to be another hot one tomorrow. It's supposed to be 82 tomorrow. Today was 87, so that's hot for us up here in northern Minnesota. But as far as targeting goes, a lot of remote monitoring, silent V2K type of stuff, validating with my relative, stuff like that. Excuse me, my nose itches. Sorry. But I was going to talk about, our families. If you're a real targeted individual, there's a good chance they're hitting your family members. There's 5 of us kids. We're not all full brothers and sisters. We're half brothers and sisters. But our dads were military men. And, our mom married military men. Nothing but military men. This used to be a military town. We still have the air base up there, and we had the army base down by the beach, and the army guards, and whatever you call them, reserves and stuff. And they closed some of that down now, but this used to be a military town. We had a military housing base up here, and stuff like that, where it was just housing for military personnel, and stuff. But my mother married military men. That's all she was with. So that's kind of how I got into this program, I think. I've been in it for 49 years. I really have. There's a lot of purpose to say, oh, I think it just goes back to childhood. Ooh. I really have been in this my whole life. I remember having street theater when I was 13 years old, 14 years old. I remember them showing me grown-ass, skimpy women when I was 13 years old. When your hormones are just starting to develop, and you're just starting to figure things out when you're 13 years old, and stuff. And they were showing me skimpy women, grown-ass women, showing off their butt, wearing Daisy Duke shorts and everything else. I look back now and it's like, that makes a lot of sense. It's them. So, Gangstock has been around for 50 years, you guys. It really has. It's been around for 50 years. They get reactions out of you when you're a kid, and stuff. But I think my brothers and sisters are TIs. I think they've been in the program their whole life. I really do. They're not in the trauma-based mind control program, but there's things that are questionable with them, as far as them having some medical issues and stuff like that. My relative, I think, is getting hit. She was up all night last night. She could not get to sleep. She came home from work today, and she was like, I've been up since midnight. I could not get to sleep at all last night. And I said, are you sure you're not being hit with weapons? Because they like to keep you up, sleep deprived. And she's like, oh, I don't think so, but she's having obsessive thinking. She bought a truck last year. It's a beautiful truck. I mean, it's a 2014 Silverado 4x4. The tranny went in it. The tranny went in it. We found that out last week. Well, I mean, she could still drive it. It didn't totally go now, but we took it to the transmission shop, and they said, "Yep, it's going. You know, your tranny's going. You know, you could drive it for a little while. You know, but you got a little time yet, but it's going." The bill's going to be $5,000 because it's a 4-wheel drive, and they're going to put a brand new tranny in it. $5,000 for a new tranny for a full-size truck, 4x4. So she's like, "How am I going to pay for this? You know, I got to figure out a way to pay for this." She's 78 years old, you guys. She's still working. You know, she retired from the dental field, and now she's working in a group home. She makes about $20 an hour. You know, not that bad. You know, and stuff, and but she's still working. She's 78 years old. She wants to buy a house in the country and everything else. You know, 78. You know, it's like, so I help her with everything I can help her with. I help her carry things in, even though I have a hard time. I have no energy. You know, they make me out of breath and everything else. You know, but I help her carry things in. I help her with the computer. I help her, you know, wherever. We took my truck today because she can't drive her truck that much. We took my truck today and looked at the house and stuff, and, you know, so I help her out all I can, you know, and stuff, and but I think she's being hit. That's my main point. I think she's being hit with these weapons and doesn't know it. They hit her dog. They gave him seizures. Until I contacted everyone. Now he hasn't had a seizure in a while. You know, but I contacted everyone. I said, they're starting to give Cody seizures again. Starting to hit him again. He's only 3 years old. There's nothing wrong with this dog. Went to the vet. There's nothing wrong. They did blood work and everything else. Nothing wrong with this dog. Why is he having seizures at 3 years old? Just started having them this year. There ain't nothing wrong with this dog. It's them. It's them. You know, and I tried to explain it to her. I'm like, they're hitting Cody. You know, I'm just roasting right now. I'm sorry for that. It's hot in here. It's 70 outside. I'm waiting for it to cool off in here. But, so I think they do hit our family members, if you're a real target. I think they monitor them, give them obsessive thinking. They can do all that stuff without you knowing it. I was hit in 05, 06, 07, 08. I didn't know. And in 2010, I didn't know. I was being hit. You know, they started hitting me more and more, and then 2012 they kind of let me know I was in the program. I was trying to figure things out. They ruined my career. You know, I was trying to change careers, and they ruined it. I was trying to be a truck driver. You know, I was going to do over the road. I got hired by a company. They had me come down to Minneapolis, and they put me up in a nice hotel and everything else, and they made it so I couldn't sleep all night. I overslept, and they were nice enough to give me another chance to come down there and stay in a hotel again, and they wanted to really hire me. They really wanted me, you know, and I couldn't do it. They were manipulating me. There was something going on. I didn't know what was going on. I was having these problems. I didn't know what was going on. Things were falling apart. I didn't know why. I didn't know why they were falling apart. You know, but it was them. It was them. 2012, 10 years ago. It's really when I got into the trauma-based mind control program. It was 10 years ago, and stuff. But so, you know, do they hit our family members? I think they do hit our family members. I think we're all TIs. There's a good chance a lot of us have been in the program since we were a kid, especially if we're from a military family, you know. In Minnesota, I know from doing my research that Minnesota was big for the MK Ultra program back in the 50s. Minnesota was. I got those documents. I researched those documents. and Minnesota was big for MK Ultra, you know, back in the 50s all the way to the 70s, after I was born, you know, and stuff. So, but I can only get my hands on so many documents, and they only give so much information. But Minnesota was big for MK Ultra. The University of Minnesota was involved, and some of the universities were involved, and stuff like that. I got those documents that prove that, and stuff. But you know, so excuse me. Anyway, so that's what I'm talking about tonight. It wasn't that bad. I got out a little bit today and stuff. It was just too hot. I mean, it's just too hot to do anything. Tomorrow's going to be another hot one. I got to run around, pay bills and stuff, and give all my money away and stuff like that. But it wasn't that bad today. So I guess I'll shut this off, you guys. So I hope you guys have a good day or a good night and a good day tomorrow and everything. And I'll talk to you guys later. Thanks for the comments, you guys. And I'll talk to you guys later.